Alright, kung sino yung tatawagin ko, siya na lang yung magre-respond sa akin mamaya. Or ano. Alright, so rules and regulations of track events. While I'm reading the PowerPoint or the PDF that I have given you, of course, once you read that one, purely reading that one, maybe some of you would not be satisfied reading it because, you know, it's hard to understand something that you don't experience and imagining the rules na binabasa nyo. Paano kaya yung ganito, no? Kaya nag-zoom tayo para at least na-explain ko ng konti, no? But most likely yung video, yun ang gagawin ninyo. Yung some parts of those ang gagawin ninyo. Alright, so these are the rules and regulations of track events. Now, running event overview. Let's start. So in your module 3, class, while I'm doing the lecture, I want you to unmute yourself and call my attention. Okay lang, call my attention. Sir, excuse me po, sabihin nyo lang kung may problem or masyadong mabilis or any concerns dito sa while I'm doing this, okay? Yun. Kasi baka mamaya I'm discussing wala ng PowerPoint. I'm discussing hindi nyo pala marinig. I'm discussing is masyado pala mabilis, di ba? So ganun yun. So right now, the third slide is sprints, okay? So sprints are short distance running. So ito yung mga yun, 100, 200, 400 meters. Yan lang yun. Yun yung mga sprints lang. Pag sinabing running, purely running, ito lang yung tatakbo lang. Walang hurdles, walang baton. Okay? So when we say sprints, it's the same as dash or D-A-S-H. Mabilisan, takbo. Although in running naman, lahat naman mabilisan takbo yun. Pero these are the fastest. Okay? You have to run fast in this sprinting event. So 100, 200, 400. Yun lang. Tricks, Nicole, admit. Okay. Next. We have the middle distances. Pag sinabing middle distances, dalawa lang yan. 800 tsaka 1,500. Pag sinabing long distances, ito na yung 3,000 meters in some events, pero in the Olympics wala yata, no? And then, yan, 5,000 meter run and 10,000 meter run. In the oval, yan yung long distance. In the oval, meron tayong walking. Special events yon. So, hindi na muna natin natatakal yun doon. Dito, okay? Ayan. Drix, okay. Mag-mute ka muna para at least ano. Yan. Right. Ay, saan ako? Okay. In running long distance event, middle and distance event, you know, it's not about speed. It's about maintaining your speed and maintaining your pace and maintaining your endurance, the heart and lung endurance. Okay? Pag middle and long distance. Doon kasi sa short event or short distance or sprint or middle or dash, yung mga yun kasi, mabilisan lang yun, hindi mo kailangan ng endurance doon. Kasi sagilitan lang yun. Right? But they are the most, no? Yung pinakamagandang, the fastest, no? And the most exciting na pinapanood kasi mabilisan. Ando na kagad yung result. Before we move on to the rules, meron tayong mga terms. Okay? So ito yung mga terms, starting blocks. I believe you have seen already the starting blocks, right? Abigail? Tama? Hindi makapag-mute. Miss Charis, tama, di ba? Nakita niyo na yung starting blocks? Naka-mute siya. Naka-mute siya. Okay, so false start. Pag sinabing false start, yung third command na pag when you hear the sound of the gun, that's the only time you can run. But once the sound of the gun is not yet heard or not yet triggered, for example, no, and then you run before that one, you commence running before that one, it's already a false start. Kailangan sabayan nyo yung starting gun, yung sound niya, or mauna yung starting gun bago kayo. Okay? Dapat tumakbo na kayo before or after the starting gun or sabayan nyo. Pero syempre, mahirap sabayan yung starting gun. So yun lang yung basic explanation ng false start. Okay? No, sorry. On your mark or marks, set. Tatlo yun. On your marks, set, and sound of the gun, that's the time you're going to run. Any of these three commands, you fail to do it or to follow it. You fail to follow it. Okay? Dun sa video clip na naka-attach sa ating module, if you would understand how to perform that and how to follow that one. If you did not, if you fail to follow that one, then it will be a false start. And the final false start is, or will be yung when you run after the, when you run before the gun, no? So you should run after the sound of the gun. May pumapasok pa. Kawawa naman sila. Joining. Now, in starting line, meron tayong starting line. Dalawa lang, isa, ang starting line kasi, this, before we move on to the starting line, finish line. In finish line, there's only one finish line. Can you see the oval, class? Lou, Jana, May, Kamado, can you see the oval? Anyone who can respond, who can see the oval? You can see the oval?
Yes, sir, nakikita
Alright.
po.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
the finish line, thank you. The finish line is this one, no? That I'm pointing. Can you see my cursor?
Opo.
Okay. So finish line, that's the finish line. Isa lang ang finish line, dito lang. Okay? Nasaan nanggagaling yung, dito yung finish line? Facing the sunrise. Facing the sunrise. Yan. So pumunta kayo sa athletic oval, yun lang. So how would you know the starting line? Maraming starting lines. For example, starting line ng 100-meter run or dash, not run, dash, is from here, finish line, paatras dito sa 100 na to. Ito. Okay? So paatras siya. And then pabalik din dito, 200-meter dash. Dito yan. Ito yan. Staggered siya, staggered. Pero tsaka na natin explain kung anong ibig sabihin ng staggered. Bakit sa curve may staggered? Actually, the basic idea there is kasi mas maluwang yung curve dito sa labas, mas mahaba kaysa dito sa loob, di ba? Mas mahaba, yan. Kaya, yung lane 1, starting line, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, 6, 7, 8. Yan. Kaya siya stagger na ganyan. Hindi siya pwedeng ganito na straight line yung starting line. Kasi nga, mas mahaba. The outer lane is longer distance compared to the inner lane. That's why. But let's not focus on to that one. Now, that's the starting line and the finish line. Okay? If you want to know the starting line of the 400-meter dash or sprint, dito rin. Okay? Dito rin sa finish line. Why? Pero dito yon 1, 2, lane 3, 4, 5, ganun yan. Why? Because the first bend, that's the first part. First bend is the first part of the oval is 100. First straightway, this one is 100 also. From lane 1, from lane 1. Pero from lane 2, 3, 4, medyo mas mahaba na. Not exactly, more than 100 na. Okay, sorry. And then, this one, the second bend is the third part of the oval. The second bend is the third part of the oval. And the second straightway is the fourth part of the oval. So from lane 1 is 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 is equivalent to 400 meters all in all. All right? So that's how the oval was constructed. When you proceed to the lane 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, it's not exactly 100 anymore. It's more than 100 na. I hope you know the idea of pag papalabas ka, papaluwang na yung itsura niya, di ba? Papahaba na. Okay, so ganun yun. Break line. Balik tayo dun sa oval. Pag sinabing break line, ito yun, break line. This one, yung kulay green na yan. Yung lane 1, wala siyang green kasi eksakto na yun na 100. Yung lane 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, may break line, tinatawag na break line. Bakit? Kasi ginagamit ito, it is being used in middle distance and long distance class. Kasi there are some parts of, like for example, in 800-meter run, all of them are going to be positioned either here or dito yata. Yan, no? 800-meter run. Dito sa long curve. Sa curve line na yan. Yan kasi, ganyan kasi ang starting line ng curve line. Yan, curve line, curve line, curve line. Curve starting line or denouement line. Ang starting line ng 800, 1.5 pataas. Okay? Curve. Pero pagka 100, 200, 400 lang, straight line or staggered. Staggered 1, staggered 2, 3, 4, 5, staggered. Ganun yun. No? Okay? So, for a while. Okay. Yan. So, na ako, staggered pag 100, 200, and 400. Staggered and straight starting line. Pag longer distance, 800, 1.5 pataas, denouement line or curved line. Yan. 800 meter run. Pag takbo nila, here, no? No. Tsaka ko na i-discuss yung break line. Okay? Tsaka ko na i-discuss yung break line. Doon na lang tayo sa middle distance, tsaka na lang yan. Pero, i-discuss ko ba yung... Oh, kailangan ko pala i-discuss ngayon. So, I need to discuss it now pala. Kasi wala nang part nito. Okay. The purpose of this break line is this one. In relay kasi, 4x400 relay, for example, or 4x100 kasi, no? The first runner in lane 3, for example, will run the 100 meters. And then, ipapasa niya yung baton dito. Sa lane 3 pa rin. Tatakbo na naman yung second runner and ipapasa yung baton dito. Okay, dito banda. Tsaka natin pag-usapan yung rules niya, no? And then, yung 4x400 o 4x100. Tatakbo ulit yung third runner na may hawak na ng baton who will pass the baton to the fourth and final runner here on this part, 20-meter takeover zone, but let's just not be mindful about the rules, no? I'm just explaining how are we going to use this break line. Okay? Ay, 4x100 pala yung sinasabi ko. Sorry. 4x400 ang ibig kong sabihin. Let's start from 0. Runner in lane 3 will be running the lane 3 all throughout. 400 meters yan. 400 meters yan. Tatakbuhin niya yan 400 meters. Okay? Pagdating dito, the first runner will pass the baton to the second runner. Okay, somewhere here. And the second runner in lane 3, after receiving the baton, will run the whole lane 3 of the first bend. Tatakbuhin niya yan. Pagdating niya dun sa break line, pwede na siyang he can already transfer or she can transfer already to any lane, to the inner lane, to lane 1, lane 2, lane 3. Okay? Yun. Pero hindi siya pwedeng mag-transfer sa lane 1, lane 2, lane 3 dito sa curve o dito sa bend. Bakit? Kasi nga yung lane 3 pataas or lane 2 pataas or palabas, outer lanes, are longer distances. You cannot transfer to inner lane kasi shortcut na yon. So yun yung purpose ng break line. Once they reach this one, that's the only time they can transfer to inner lane. Okay? Kasi wala nang shortcut yon. It's almost the same. Who are going to do this? The runners from lane 2 up to lane 8. Yung lane 1 kasi, hindi naman na niya kailangang pumunta doon eh. Kasi nasa lane 1 na siya. So that's in 4x400. Which is applicable also, admit. Which is applicable also to longer distances or to 800 meter and 1,500. For example, yung 1,500 meter run or 800 meter run. Yung 800 meter run, all of them are going to run the curve or the bend in their own lane. For example, si Miss Valdez Cherise, sa lane 4 lang siya. So, sa lane 4 lang siya, 800 meter run, sa lane 4 lang siya, okay? Pagdating dun sa break line, pwede na siyang lumipat sa lane 1, 2, 3. Okay? For example, si Kirby, sa lane 5 lang siya. Pagpunta dun sa curve, lane 5 lang siya. Pagdating dun sa green, sa break line, pwede na siyang lumipat sa inner lane. Okay? Yan. Sir, pwede bang lumipat dito sa bend, dun sa labas or sa outer lane, or pwede bang lumipat in the inner lane, to the inner lane? Okay? To the inner lane, absolutely no. It's a shortcut. Okay? In middle and long distance, it's a shortcut. But in this straightway, sa middle and long distance kasi, it's not a shortcut. Okay? So you may transfer to inner lane. How about transferring lane 5 to lane 8? It is possible, but not suggested. Why? When you transfer to lane 8 from lane 5, it's already a long cut. Pinahirapan mo yung sarili mo. Okay? Long distance na yan. Right? Pero what if, okay lang sir ba kung lumipat ako? Yes, okay lang. Pero, disadvantage na sa'yo yun. And one more thing, you will be disqualified if the runners in the outer lanes na bangga mo or na istorbo mo, it's a violation. Okay? So wag ka na lang lumipat. After na lang the break line. In 800, 1.5, pataas. Yung mga yun, pataas na yun, no? 800 and 1.5 lang pala. 800 and 1.5 lang. Pero, dun sa longer distance kasi, sa longer 5,000, 3,000, 10,000, okay? Tsaka natin yung lulocate na lang natin. I will send you this oval, yung maximum size niya para pwede niyo i-zoom, makita niyo kung saan ang starting lines ng mga events. Okay? Yung mga starting lines ng mga events. So, for example, yung 10,000 meter run, ito 5,000 to, 1,500 to, 1,500. Yung 1,500 kasi, hindi na ginagamitan ng break line. Yung 800 lang, yung 4x400 lang. 800, 4x400. O yun lang, yung dalawa lang palang ginagamitan ng break line. So yung 1,500, once on your marks, or on your mark, then bang! Kunwari, gano'n, no? Bang! Pwede na silang lumipat. Ito yung break line ng 1,500. Pwede na silang lumipat kahit sa lane, kahit sa inner lane. Okay? So yun yung pagkakaiba ng 1,500 pataas compared to 800 and 4x400 na ginagamitan, they will be using this break line. So how about the 100, 200, 400 meter dash or sprint? Never that you will be transferring to other lanes, either lane 1, lane 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are not allowed to do that one. Why? Because it's a sprint. The rule is, if you're in lane 3, you should only be running in lane 3 all throughout the finish line. Okay? Lane 3 all throughout the finish line. From here, lane 3 ka lang. You're not allowed to transfer to other lanes. If you do that one, then you will be disqualified. Okay? So, clear? Before I move on, any question? Wala. Okay. So, let's move on para maka-move on na tayo sa buhay. Okay? Ayan. How to start each event. Kung napanood nyo, if you have watched the video, any one of you here who did not watch yet the video, please speak up. Unmute yourself. Anyone who did not watch yet the video.
Hindi pa po, sir.
Okay, si Kirby. Hindi pa niya. Siguro yung mga iba. Sino pa?
Sir.
Okay.
Ako rin po.
Alright, okay lang, okay lang. Okay? Sige. Kung hindi nyo napanood yon, that's how to start the event. Okay? In sprint, crouch position. In longer races, pataas, 800 pataas, standing position. So that's in the video. No? Hindi ko na patatagalin pa dito sa slide na to kasi sa video yon malinaw yung yung explanation namin doon. Right? Ang pagkakaiba lang noon, sa sprint kasi may 3 commands. There are 3 commands. In longer races, there are only 2 commands, and then the position. In sprint, crouch position. In longer, standing position. You will be performing that one also. So you have to watch the video, and you have to read the here, ito na, no? Kahit di nyo nabasahin yung module, pero pwede nyo rin namang basahin yung module pa rin. Pero ito na yan. If you go to the assessment, that is the requirement that you're going to submit. If you go to the application, that is the practice, I think. Yes, that's the practice and enhancement activity mo yun. Sa assessment, yung pinaka-final na gagawin nyo talaga. We have also the motivation and then acquiring knowledge and then the, what do you call this one? Gaining attention, motivation, and then, acquiring knowledge. Yung mga yun, Tsaka na natin pag-usapan yan. Alright. So how typical race proceeds? How are you going to finish the race? If you're finished, yung torso lang ninyo, class. Yung torso ninyo from the bottom of your neck down to your waistline. Yun na yun, yung torso nyo. Pag yun ang pumasok sa finish line, may sensor kasi yung finish line, hindi siya tali. Pag yun ang pumasok sa finish line, alright? Pag yun ang pumasok sa finish line, tapos na kayo. So from the bottom of the neck, kasama ang shoulder, chest, and yung trunk ninyo, yung chan ninyo. Kunwari, kung malaki yung chan ninyo, di kwan, mananalo tayo. Kunwari, malaki yung chan nyo, ako maliit lang yung chan ko kasi payat ako, di ba? Ayun, so pag nagsabay tayo, mananalo yung mas malaki yung chan kasi nauuna siya. Parang gano'n, nauuna yung chan niya. For example, gano'n lang ha. Alright? O kunwari, kasabay mo yung babae, di ba? Pag kasabay mo yung babae, tas lalaki, sabay kayo, gifted siya, di ba? Gifted siya. O di, mauna yung mananalo yung babae. Pag sabay kayo, almost sabay kayo. Kaya alam niyo na pag sinabi kong gifted siya, di ba? Ayun yung talo pagka ikaw lalaki wala kang hindi ganoon ka yung sa hindi gifted sa breast mo, di ba? O yun. Pero ano lang yun for example lang. O ngayon, sa lalaki naman, for example, sabay kayo, nauna siya, nilagay niya nag-dive siya, nauna yung neck niya. Okay? So, is he the winner? No, he's not, di ba? Hindi siya yung winner. Bakit? Kasi nga hindi naman part ng torso yung neck. So, hindi siya mananalo. Yun. Ang part ng torso kasi is bottom of the neck down to the trunk. Ganun yun. Okay? So, next, how to win in an event. Okay? Ito lang tanda. Pag sinabing sa letter A, pag sinabing rounds or each round or is that the hit? Rounds. Okay? In first round, pag sinabing first round or first hit, yun yung from lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 runners, hindi pwedeng tumakbo lahat yung 16 na yun. Kailangan lang, yung 8 runners lang ang pwede. So that's the first hit. Okay? And then after the first hit, second hit naman yung second 8 runners. So that's the second hit. Okay, ganun yun. Kasi 8 lanes lang naman ang kaya 8 to 10 lanes lang naman ang kaya ng oval. Outdoor oval outdoor oval. So after yung first hit and second hit, that's one round. Let's say for example, that's the elimination round. Okay? Sa letter B naman, records and past achievements considered while dividing athletes among hits. Alright. Yung mga mababang record ng mga past records nila sa any competition, kung mababang record nila, okay, sila muna ang mga mauna na tatakbo. Sa first round, sa second round, sa first hit, sa second hit. Okay? Yung mga matataas na ang record, sila na yung mga may pangalan na, sila yung last. Okay? Ilalast sila. Okay? Kasi parang unahin nyo muna ma-eliminate yung mga mabababang record bago yung mga matataas ang record. Ganun yun, no? Letter C. Random ang paglalagay dun sa lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the best lanes are lane 3, lane 4, 5, and 6. Lane 3, 4, 5, 6. Kasi yung peripheral view mo while running is malapit right and left yung mata mo. Kitang-kita mo yung mga kasabay mo. Unlike dun sa lane 1 and 2 and then lane 7 and 8, yung nasa left side mo lang or nasa right side mo lang, ang halos makita mo yung distance nyo. Okay? So, ganun yun. So, that's why the best lanes are 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sir, paano kung gusto ko dun sa lane 4? Hindi pwede. Kailangan bunutan yon. Pero kung ikaw, if you have a record, for example, you're the top 1 in the regional competition, okay? 4 kayo na mataas ang record, kung yung pinakamataas ng record, pagbubunutan ninyo yung lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, and lane 6. Ganun yun. Okay? Pagbubunutan nyo yun. Tapos yung mga mabababa na ang record, pagbubunutan na lang nila yung lane 1, 2, 7, and 8. That's how they do it for a wild class. Mamaya na kayo. Okay. Mamaya na kayo. Kawawa naman sila. Di ba naka-record to? I will be playing this again. Letter, sana tayo? D. Usually 2 to 3 top performers from each heat participate in the subsequent races. So, okay na yan. Alright. The first, letter E, the first who reaches the finish line with their torso is the winner. Okay? Yun lang yan. Ganun lang kasimple, no? So, that's obviously, no? Pag napapanood nyo yung mga yan. Next, running rules. Letter A. Sa sprinting, sabi ko na kanina, di ba? You cannot cross lanes. Okay, from lane to lane. All throughout the race, dapat nasa lane 3 ka lang. Sa sprinting. Ano yung sprinting? 100, 200, and 400. Okay? So next, in races without bunch starts or without crouch start, naka-standing lang. Yan. In 800-meter race, they start from staggered positions. Oh, sorry. Let me correct myself. Sa staggered position pala yung 800, no? So pag sinabing staggered lane 1, dito lane 3 minutes na lang. Pag sinabing staggered, ganito siya. 1, lane 3, 4, 5. Pag sinabing denominate, ganun. So dito pala yung either here or somewhere here, no? Pag i-maximize natin to, i-zoom niyo to, makikita niyo. Papakita ko sa inyo, no? Actually, di ko memorize lahat ng mga marks na to kasi naka-mark na kasi yan, no? Pero somewhere here, either ito yon or ito yon. No, sa dami-dami kasi ng marks na yan, pag pumunta kayo sa oval, makikita niyo yung mark kung saan para hindi marilito rin ng mga runners and ang mga officials. So, ganun yun. Okay? So, mahirap naman kasi i-memorize lahat. Lalo na pag measurements, mahirap i-memorize lahat. Kaya may mga tatak na yan. Hindi na kailangan mini-measure. May mga tatak na yan kung nakalagay 400, 500, ganun yan. Okay? So, I'll give you a copy para makita nyo kung saan pipwesto yung mga, dun din yung basis ng mga officials. Kasi mahirap talaga i-memorize yan. Alright? At ayoko rin i-memorize yan. Okay? Next. Saan na yun? Oh, this one. Alright? So, staggered position sila. They will run on the first bend. Sa lane 3 lang nila. Pero pagdating nila dun sa break line, no? Sa break line, ito na yon. After the first bend, pwede na silang lumipat sa lane 1, 2, 3. Ganun yun. Okay, ganun yun. Next, in letter C, 1,500, 5,000, 10,000. Athletes can break inside after the start. So, ito sinabi ko na kanina, di ba? Yung 1,500 pataas, pagka bang, ganun na yun, pwede na silang lumipat kahit sa anong lane. Alright? So, yun lang yun. Sprinters, letter D, should not step on white lines that mark their lanes throughout the race. Okay? This is for sprinters lang. Hindi ka pwedeng umapak doon sa white line, doon sa linya mo, sa lane mo. Pag sinabing line, yun yung boundary lines, yung white lines. Pag sinabing lane, yun yung space kung saan ka tatakbo. Okay? So, hindi ka pwedeng umapak lagpas doon sa white line na naglilimit ng lane mo. Okay? So, yan. So, that's how they do it. Letter E. I have 1 minute. Oh my God. Sensors are placed. Sorry, class, late ako nagpa-zoom. Sensors are placed. May sensor. Sa Olympics kasi may sensor yan. Placed in the starting pistol blocks. Okay? In case a false start, pag umalis ka kaagad dun sa starting block mo, masa-sense na may sensor doon, umalis ka kaagad nang wala pang bang, no? Wala pang sound of the gun. In Tagalog kasi, pag English bang, pag Tagalog, tabisngaw, ganun yun, no? On your mark, set, tabisngaw, ganun yun, pag Tagalog. Alright? Pag gumalis ka kagad doon, false start na yon. Pag gumalaw-galaw ka, after the set command, false start na yon. Pag once you run before the sound of the gun, false start na yon. Okay, so those are the false start situations. Kagaya niyan, before giving the set command or before firing the starting gun, athletes cannot touch the either of the start line. So yung hands mo, if you see the position in the video or in some pictures, their hands and their feet are on the starting block. Their hands are spread before the starting line, the white line. Okay? Once you touch that one, okay, while on your mark, set, while set and then sound of the gun, it's a violation or it's a false start.